Greetings everyone, I am Story Detailer 64, welcome you back to Mass Effect. In the last episode, we went through quite a bit of explanation about a good chunk of basically about some of the things about the game, and basically as we've gotten that out of the way, we basically are currently on our current first mission, which is we are on Eden Prime here to locate a beacon of basically very big importance because it is a Prothean beacon which could contain a lot of information. We are here with a Spectre named Nihilus who went ahead to recon the area. We are moving up to meet up with him at the spaceport as we speak.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Yeah, that is a very big ship, and a really weird one if you think about it. I mean, who designs their ship to look like an octopus? Well, that's actually a squid. I think I'll scratch it. Squids are pointed. It's going, and it is out of here. That was fun. And
Heads up! I can just imagine there are exploding crates in barrels in this game. I like us. I got an A. He just blocked the HUD from the game on it. The enemies are stupid. Perimeter secured.
That takes care of that. But let's check out what's over here. He's on a job, that's good. And then a grenade, nice. Okay, now let's see what's behind door number 1.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
Yeah, but what were you guys doing in there?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
I mean, in all fairness, how often do you see a giant squid-shaped ship? What can you tell us about detail?
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
I mean, maybe, but look pretty hairy out there. Out there. He's got it. Yeah. Pronunciation, me. You know anything about this beacon?
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
Yeah, I guess things would be, you know, I don't care. Okay, now I care. What can you tell us about the ship?
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
That doesn't sound natural.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
Well, I guess you guys, that's everything I need to know. You guys go to safety.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
It's something you're not telling me.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
Yeah, but that's the crime, pal.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Is that everything?
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Just want to clarify you didn't catch that. You can see that we got different colored text here. We have, you know, the typical white, then we got blue, and what's grayed out here. Little thing is, this is basically what happens when you have enough charm points. You can basically, you know, instead of talk your way out of things and get special dialogue that you wouldn't get normally if you didn't have any. Down here is basically your renegade options. And basically, you can see from the reading here, it says, is he worth dying for? He's like, you most likely probably are threatening this guy at this point. But if you go with this blue one, you know, you're trying to at least be reasonable, trying to talk things out. So, basically, kind of future reference. If you want to get some extra dialogue, and basically saying, you should see in the last minute, I basically probably got an extra pistol out of it. Sorry. Basically got an extra pistol out of it, so it is kind of worth making sure you have enough to do these dialogue checks, or, you know, talk checks or whatever you want to call them. It's speech checks, if I remember right. If you want to do these speech checks, you may want to make sure you have a good amount of Paragon or Renegade to do this, so you can actually, you know, talk your way out of these situations. It's very much worth your time in doing so because, like I said, you'd be surprised how many situations can be diffused if you can be able to just talk things out. Or, you know, start some situations if you want to start something. Again, the Paragon and the Renegade basically have some great deal of weight in your dialogue choices. So, as you can see again, have enough charm points, which I mentioned why you need to put some in charm. We can actually get some more information out of this guy.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
Okay, so we already gone through everything in the dialogue here, so we might as well get going.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Yeah, there we got ourselves a pistol and a combat scanner. We'll get into that in a minute here. First, we're going to see what's in the shed. And you can see here, this is why you had to make sure Caden has some electronics in him. And just like that, we got some more equipment. Basically, we got our shotgun and some medium armor. Which actually, technically, Ashley can wear that, actually. And there you go. There, she got more protection and she got a better shield. That is a kind of weird looking outfit, I'm not gonna lie. What did I just do? Oh, preview item. I've never used that button before and I accidentally pushed it, so I was like, what the heck? What crazy glitch is going on? If that comes up, then it looks weird, and yeah, that's just me being an idiot. But anyway, yeah, now I actually got some new armor. Again, I really do not like the pattern on it. That is just a weird looking armor. But anywho, let's go over to Shepard here, and let's see about that new shotgun. Just a touch more damage, and I like more damage. And so here, we might as well go over this combat scanner. Enemies use jamming technology to block your weapon radar. The combat scanner upgrade improves detection levels, making these enemies visible. So in short, it's basically a good way to basically make it so where your enemies can't hide. It's good to have. So basically, you know, you want to be on the mini-map and you're not feeling like you're getting out, you know, swarmed or anything. That's good. And I guess here is your ammunition types. So basically, I mentioned that, you know, you got two different types. You got, you know, more or less like an equipment upgrade to like your weapons, I guess, and like an attachment, I guess. You see, if you know, like assault rifles have a pistol grip or red dot or optical sight, you know, it's based like that. And this is like special ammunition, like radioactive here. These rounds are stamped with a minuscule amount of radioactive materials, including inducing low levels of radiation sickness on targets. Targets cool minus 15 cooldown reduction. I mean, I guess that sounds good, and I guess he's like a poison bullet, I guess. And at that first, no, I mean, really nothing kind of surprise there. Designed to shred flesh and our organic matter, these rounds are particularly effective against living targets. Which, you know, as I said, you know, anything organic, but not really much point in putting them on a shotgun, especially since we're dealing with synths. Synths are basically what the Geth are, which are robots. No big surprise there. Gonna work good, but ooh, this pistol's pretty good. Stinger too. Well, more damage, more shots, better accuracy. Why not? And it's actually a different looking pistol for once. Actually, I think about it, probably should go to Caden and give him a good pit there. He can get the edge too. He gets the red gun. And I probably should go to Ash because I don't really have him use different equipment too much. Like, usually if Ash is like has the assault rifle, then she's gonna use that. But yeah, since you're here, if I feel like she should use a shotgun, she can use a shotgun. Characters really don't manually change guns, honestly. But we try to get going to the spaceport and see what's going on here. And I mean, just slap a coat of paint. I'm pretty sure the place looked just great after a while. Ew.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Oh, this isn't good.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Yeah, maybe you should be a little more quiet and maybe, or you know, say, "Hey, I'm human," instead of sneaking around. Well, I've actually got your head blown off there, pal.
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
Okay, can you tell us what's going on here?
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
And can you tell us anything about the beacon?
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Can you tell us about the attack?
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
Oh, really?
You were sleeping? I thought you were working here on the docks.
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
You got pretty lucky there.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Yeah, well, your good buddy Cole mentioned you.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks. For the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
I mean, if you got any spare weapons, maybe.
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
I mean, he's got a fair point, so Ash, you might want to just cool it down there for a minute.
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
I mean, you should bring amends for this, pal.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, hopefully the guy actually means it, but I mean, some smugglers you can't trust, some of them, you know, are kind of like this. You know, he's just a small-time smuggler. Probably too scared shitless to keep doing the job, so I'll just keep moving and just let him go.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
High explosives means that our grenades have a lot more, you know, oomph to them. Yay, saving data. Getting used to that. And looks like we're gonna have some company.
Lost shields!
That's two unnecessary flashlight heads out of the way. Yeah, flashlight head is a nickname for the Gat. Okay, actually, let's have an assault rifle real quick. Good, because it'd be a little bit weird, in fact, you know, Hayden's going to the pistol, I'm going to the shotgun, and yes, we don't have someone who actually has like a weapon meant for range. Here, get down, move up. Oh, just start, yeah, that's it. Well, that is one time explosive barrel. It's kind of like a poison kind of thing. Oh, that's a big guy. That's a big guy. Oh crap, that's big boy. Big boy. There we go. Oh yeah, forgot about the destroyer. Yeah, kind of creepy thing to see him just like charge at you like that.
Shields down.
Match up. And bang a boom! There, that takes care of that. You know what? Since even though I'm not meant to use a sniper rifle, yeah, untrained, they saying we really shouldn't be using this, but
Bring it on.
Shields down.
oh sweet Jesus, yeah, no kidding, I am not meant to use this. Seriously, that is. You're just standing there in the middle like an idiot. Here, I was hoping you wouldn't be janking. There we go, one more.
Shields down.
Okay, it's down. Yeah, well, that's a problem. I guess forgot you can do that. Forgot apparently you can actually just hold the button and then you can just start shooting. Gonna help you shoot here, Ash, or are you just gonna be standing there like an idiot? Seriously, when you kind of think about it, it's like, why am I doing all the shooting here? Oh, now you shoot when they get close. Hey, yeah, screw it. This calls for a grenade. That was good enough, and wow, I actually hit him. I guess I'll point out that grenades also do a good job of kind of getting enemies out from behind cover. See. Nope, Kanan is just gonna stay down. I thought Manager could heal, but I guess that's not until Mass Effect 2, if I remember correctly. Behind cover, behind cover, and good. Yeah, I gotta admit, that kind of clicking sound is kind of creepy when you actually gotta think about it. All that clicks and beeps and whirly sounds. Ugh, kind of creepy. Oh, yeesh.
I'm bleeding out!
Okay, let me uncover. You want
Can't get an angle.
Okay, pressing up on the D-pad can tell you to always move up. Yeah, actually, just go up in front and then hopefully you can actually take care of this
Locked
guy.
on.
Let's see.
Perimeter clear.
Oh, now you're up, Kaden. Good for you to finally get up. Yeesh. There we go. Fully patched up and better level up. You know, get our points all distributed here. There. Now we can have access to. Well, actually, we have access to. We have a chance to get it now. And yeah, reduction in hardening. I don't remember what that hardening thing is, but yeah, whatever. At least it's something. And one more so you can get heavy armor and more health regen. Hayden. There, now he has basically, you know, increased radius and strength and sabotage, so that's gonna be good. No more taking to electronics is gonna be good. Like I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of people say it's better to just start pumping the other things, but I just feel like, you know, if you have these taken care of, you don't have to like worry about a lot of stuff down the line. Because once you have decryption and electronics, like anything maxed out, really, it's just like it's really just a matter of time of just worrying about it and just focusing on other things. Again, you'd be surprised about how quick you make money in Omnigel in this game just from having access to high levels of descripting and electronics. Alright, let's go back to shotgun. Everyone loves shotgun. Alright, I probably should maybe put that high explosives on the grenades. I'll do that later.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
I love when texture has to load in a cutscene. Because then everything just looks a little weird and smooth out, like you're, you know, like looking at someone with nothing. Like seriously, like Saren, he didn't have a face in that start of that cutscene. Eesh. That's more creepy.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Oh, geez.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Yeah, working on it. All right, let's get these bombs over and take care of the Geth. Yeah, again, make sure you stay on cover because, again, these guys will start shooting, no problem. I think this one basically, at least in the rematch, oh boy. Headshots anywhere in any game always means more damage. I mean, that's a good little lesson. Don't forget about the good old headshot. Headshot with shotgun means more pellets going to that head of theirs. Two down. After the explosive's done.
Not in the middle of a fight!
I wasn't trying to talk to you, Ash. Trying to sprint. Oh, shock group. Oh, boy. Careful there, because that's a sniper. I don't remember. I don't know how bad these guys do damage in the Arden, but in Sanity, those guys have an instant one-shot kill on you. Yeah, just move out, Ash. You too can. You guys are doing fine. You're doing fine.
Heading out.
Let's get a patch up on them so they don't wind up dead. These shock troopers, if I remember right, these guys like the little more dangerous than your average Geth because for one thing, they have more shields. Anything with more shields is bad. I guess it's pretty obvious too, but anything with those little white line, like little bars, are clearly the shields in this game. So kind of not surprising when you go there. And last bomb.
I think we're good, Commander.
Well, I mean, as long as we're not exploding. Alright, flame in the 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Alright, let's just take a quick little look around here first. See if there's anything like left behind, like a loot. Never can say no to extra loot. Give it a quick once over, and we should get. I'm out to put our guns away. We're not really gonna be needing to shoot anything. Okay. Look around. Yeah, nothing.
Check your targets. Could be friendlies.
Thank you, Kaden. Okay, now rifle and a sniper rifle. Actually, I think about I'm probably gonna just basically cut some of that unnecessary looking around, just kind of save some time. But you see it jump, then that's probably because I cut some of that video out. But let's not worry about that right now. More fighting.
Enemy contact.
I think that guy's trying to hide. He's hiding out in the open, facing us, like practically presenting his chest and asking me to put a bullet there. You know? Come on, you stupid hide. Oh, don't you yell at me.
Shields disabled.
Yeah, shotgun. Zombie's #1 enemy. Funny, just when he's about to get moving, then he gets blasted. It's kind of irony.
Area secured.
Okay, I could think there might be some stuff over here. Yep, oh, here we go. Little thing tucked away here. First aid interface and shield regenerator. That sounds really good. I'll take a peek at that maybe after we're done checking things out, but I think those are actually some pretty good equipment for armor. And just avoid getting close to the green pillar of energy and greenness. I don't know why I said greenness, but I felt like I had to say greenness. Oh good, now our storage locker, so that means we got stuff. Again, if we don't have any came with some of that decryption, we wouldn't be able to open it. Done and done. Heat sinks and chemical rounds. Alright, and more money. Like I said, you need money in this game, and if you want to get some... Oh, I missed that. I missed that, but hey, look what happens when you turn around and take a second look. Alright, let's just see what's in this little bad boy here. A hammer and a reaper. 2 different sniper rifles. That's kind of weird. I know we get a good deal with those rifles, Ashley, but I think it's worth holding on to those rifles and giving it to someone a little more better to have those. If you know who I'm talking about, good for you. And goof. Wow, I'm just looking now at what happened in here, and if that's where a ship landed, jeesh. I mean, that did some damage to the earth right there. Let's see what this thing is. There's our beacon, but yeah, let's get it at him. Let's take a look. Wow. Just wow, that's damage. Makes me want to go back to Legendary Edition and just take a look at that from like improved graphics. It's probably more horrifying to look at in the Legendary Edition, but oof. Easy. Wait, the times you take a chance to take a second look at something, am I right? So let's check out the creepy glowy beacon.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate evac.
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Shepard!
No, don't touch him. It's too dangerous.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
I think someone has anger issues. Or was never hugged as a kid. It's probably a bit of both.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Well, in order to the fact that I'm pretty sure my brain probably leaked out my ears, and probably can taste color, and I don't know, probably basically a few other things that I probably shouldn't be able to taste with my mouth, basically, even though I'm not tasting anything. Yeah, other than the fact my brain pretty leaked out my ears, I think I'm doing okay.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you go take a close look at a green glowy pillar of greenness, but, it's not your fault.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
Well, I mean, it probably is a very, probably one of some of the most sophisticated medical equipment you can probably find in this sector of the galaxy, so good call on that.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Well, that was a dream, and I really hated to imagine what the nightmare was.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Well, yeah, doing fine, but, we'll be nice to Jenkins and say we feel bad about him. Jenkins, oh, so sad.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
I mean, it's good, but in all fairness, why is Ashley here?
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Well, I mean, that's good, because, I mean, again, after what happened to Jenkins, we're pretty much going to need someone to replace him.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Kinda annoyed about the Geth.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
Well, that's pretty much my basic griping for a while, so what do you want to talk about?
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I mean, we really got nothing to hide here.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Well, then I guess a future legend is going to have to take down an old legend. But any explanation about the whole hating on humans?
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
I mean, everything that, all the crazy crap that went through my head? Nothing really.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I mean, involving death and destruction? Probably a warning.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
Yeah, but there's probably not a lot we can go on as a report. But we gotta do something.
What are we gonna tell him? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I mean, it sounds like you know the guy, so I mean... You have no reason to lie to us, Anderson.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
I mean, fair. I mean, we need to find some way to take him down, and if he's got that Spectre status, he isn't exactly easy to take down.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Yay, saving! Yes, that could have gone better, but well, at least we ain't dead, except Jenkins, but oh well.
Hey, Commander.
How's it going there, Ash?
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
I mean... Yeah, he's an idiot. He rushed ahead like... Well... That letter L initial pretty much probably said everything about it, but I'm pretty sure in some aspects some people will miss him, so he will be missed. Probably not by me.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Bullshit.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Well, since you clearly didn't rush ahead like an idiot, I think you earned a spot here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Oh, and other than that, how does your potential PTSD be going along?
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
I mean, again, you were more helpful than Jenkins.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I mean, again, you are a pretty good character in the series, and you're pretty good. I mean, you are the soldier class we kind of are missing in this little formula here, so it's really good to have you around.
I think you're going to fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Like I said, there's our little paragons for being nice. There's the doc.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Well, might as well get this conversation out of the way.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Well, I mean, as long as you're not crazy doctor like the doctor from TF2, I think we wouldn't have anything to worry about. But any regrets for leaving?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Anything you can tell about
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
That's a good leader right there, I say. I mean, since don't get a lot of chances to hear anything about Lenko, let's see what we can do here about Caden.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over 12 special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
And an L2 is...
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Anything that's worth noting so we don't make sure he goes crazy and probably tries to kill everyone?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Well, that's good at least, but honestly, Doc, keep an eye on him.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Anything you want to say about this, Caden?
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Well, I feel so loved from you. Everyone else leaving gave me a conversation. You're like saying, "Hi, how are you? I'm done leaving." No, leave me alone. Yeah, well, might as well keep going. That was a weird jerk of the camera right there. What the? Nav manual 141. What the heck is this? Oh, codex entry. Good to know. Presley, how are you doing?
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Jeez, everyone keeps talking about Jenkins. 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 He's dead now. In all fairness, though, in the actual situation, I'm pretty sure Jenkins probably knew a fair amount of people. It is sad that he's gone, but what can you do? Really, honestly, Jenkins, at least from what I've seen, is he was meant to be just that joke throwaway character that BioWare made. Most because we all know the meme. That very old meme. Anyhow, Joker.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers on any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Seren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Seren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Seren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Yeah, well, a lot of people said he just killed a bunch of people, so he's clearly dangerous.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Yeah, I can't really argue with that. A lot of politicians in video games tend to be real jerkwads. Udina, if people have played the series, know is definitely one of those big ones. As the important locations are marked on your map. After corrective missions, key locations may be marked as the destination. Radar will indicate the direction of destination in exploration mode. So yeah, we're free to pretty much wander around. This is I know I should probably pull the maps when I go, but we have a very big area. Not to zoom out on, honestly, but this is only just one area of basically quote-unquote the Citadel. This is like the Presidium. So this is like one area. There's like 3 sectors, I want to say, which are the wards and CSEC. I know it says CSEC HQ right here, but there's like a whole, I think it was like the academy, basically, if I'm right. Alrighty, we pretty much are now at the Citadel, and should we hack a politician's computer? Yes. Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendricks reported some unusual energy readings during our patrol in Argus Row Cluster. I'm probably going to be butchering these names there. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send a recon team? I'm pretty sure that'll become important later. Let's see, now we can say something about the Elcor and Volus. If you never seen what an Elcor or Volus look like in Mass Effect, I like the Elcor. I'm gonna say this right now. I like them.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just...
This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence.
All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
So, clarification, the Elcor are the big guys, that over there is a Volus. Let's see what this guy's all grumpy about.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
Well, you seem upset. Is there something wrong there, buddy?
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Can you explain what happened there?
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
And where is she?
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Alright, I gotta take care of something real quick. I'll be right back. Only take a few minutes. Alright, sorry, it took a bit for me to get back. Had to take care of quite a bit of stuff today. And that was me dropping a controller, sorry. But anyway, sorry it took a bit. A bunch of stuff had to happen real quick. And right now I'm back, so let's continue where we left off. So they turned the controller. Alrighty, so now let's talk to Callan? I don't know, the Elcor ambassador.
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Well, it'd be kind of nice if you can explain about how, the Elcor speak, because you guys have a very interesting way of doing it.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Okay, and what can you tell us about the Elcor?
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Well, history's good.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
That's interesting, and how about some of your culture?
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Understandable. And what about you, Ambassador?
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the L-Corps groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Well, it seems to be everything I need to know right now. Nice talking to you, Ambassador.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
Okay, what about you, Dan, Mr. Earth Clan? You're not a positive person. I can tell.
Earth Clan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Dan. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
Hey, you can tell me why you're so cranky.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Okay, well, again, you seem to feel like that you should be on top of everything, since you since apparently tenfold increasing isn't good enough for you. We can tell them about the embassy.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the L-Corps.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
Yeesh, grumpy. Well, since we're talking about the Volus, what can you tell us about them?
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earth Clan.
Should be told I actually do like history.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
That's your problem. But what about your culture?
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Kinda weird you trade your own people for status, but culture's culture, I guess, but as long as it wasn't slavery. So what about you, Ambassador?
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Dan. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Okay, and what about this whole Council admittance?
Why aren't the Volus or L-Corps part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really, how long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
And I think I'm done talking to you, Mr. Grumpy Pants.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Yeah, so real quick, the reason why I like the Elcor more is, being very honest, they kind of just remind me just of a large version of Eeyore with their whole monotone speaking. I don't know, I just kind of like the Elcor. They're really... I have a big soft spot for like the big, like gentle giants, and to a degree, the Elcor kind of come off like that. I guess that's the reason why I like them. I'm just a big softie for the gentle giants.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
And you know what? I probably would be going around talking to more some of this stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm just gonna just book it on over to where we need to go. Maybe I'll be going over some of this stuff maybe next episode. Let's see, accessing Citadel transit system like this one, you travel directly to specific locations throughout the Citadel. As you discover areas of interest, more destinations will become available. Basically, in short, that's your fast travel around the Citadel. Pretty good to have, but I don't know. I guess they probably want me to use this. Actually, what's with that marker over here, actually?
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your...
And let me just check the map real quick. Okay. Never mind. I thought they were like something worth going to, but we actually gotta go to the Citadel Tower.
Your guide.
Sorry about that. You get a little bit of John to kind of like just take this all in. I mean, this is basically where you pretty much can find the ambassadors and all that. I mean, you gotta give it credit. I mean, this is probably one of the cooler places you're ever gonna see in the Mass Effect series. I mean, that's one thing you can give Mass Effect like the biggest like nod is when they make a place that's like the center of like galactic civilization and government. I mean, they do a good job of making the place impressive. Okay, so we just need to take a little jaunt over this way and keep. Let's see. All right, here's the tower. Right up here. This is where we need to go meet the council. And yeah, they could have taken the transit, but we have to go through a
Look at that
screen.
bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
By doing this job, Ash, like we're going to be doing our job.
Welcome to the Presidium.
And here's the biggest thing that everyone has the biggest gripe about Mass Effect. The elevators. You gotta go through a lot of elevators to go through this. And of course elevator music. Because there has to be elevator music.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Yeah, I really can't trust Udina. You know, he's a little hot-headed. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta go on a lot of elevator rides in the Citadel. I admit it's definitely one of the bigger gripes. Is that, you know, you have to sit here and wait for your elevator to get done. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. It says these people are clearly highlighted. Okay, no conversation. Let's talk to these guys then.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
You don't really like Saren, do you?
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you. You don't want to keep the council waiting.
have a strange feeling that that Garrus fellow is someone we're going to be seeing a good amount of. But anyway, we gotta go see the council and, you know, get this all sorted out. But I think we can all agree this is probably isn't going to go as smoothly as we all hope. Because let's face it, when is basically accusing basically a big face like someone like Saren ever go well?
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
Oh, there's a question. How did you get involved?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Wow, going with the cliche insults. Wow, that's real original.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
Honestly, screw you guys. You're not gonna listen.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
I mean, I understand why you'd be upset, basically, how, you know, we didn't get Saren, take Saren down, but you're taking this a little personal there, Anderson.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Any ideas?
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
It seems like our best bets. Let's go talk to Mr. Garrus Vicarin.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
I mean, Grant, yeah, Anderson, you do have history, but seriously, Udina, wow, that's harsh.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Do you have any earlies, Anderson?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
And about you and Saren?
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Some people say that's reasonable, but no, that's monsters, man. That is monsters.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Information goes about the whole Shadow Broker thing?
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
That's ominous. And this Barlavar?
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
And about the Council and the Ambassador there?
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, we are free and independent as a species, so I mean, that kind of would cause some problems.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests, too.
That is fair. Who knows about the whole Spectre thing going on there?
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
Makes sense, but how do you get chosen to be a Spectre? That's kind of actually a big question there.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
And the organization?
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
Is that power legal?
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
And of course, if we're sitting with our situation with Saren, and if one goes so far...
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
It makes sense. Send the best to kill the best. Now, finally, let's hear about this Harkin guy you have such a problem with.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
And the reason why they were protecting him?
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
They just abandoned him?
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
Well, thank you for telling us everything you can, Anderson. And let's face it, if you're a dirty cop, you're a dirty cop.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Alright then, so now begins our whole search of trying to find out find evidence to where we can, get rid of Saren. So we better get ready for that. It'll be taking us quite around the Citadel, actually, to various places. And I'm going to leave that part for later. I hope you guys are having a good time with this video. It's maybe a little shorter than the last one, but of course, a lot had to get covered in the first, major chunk of this game. There's gonna be some other things where we can stand and get some explanations here and there. I know not people like it, but it just kind of helps build the world and all that. So just giving you a forewarning, we will be doing some more interactions with a few things that may not be important, and something optional you can have a conversation with to get the information. But let's just kind of build the world of Mass Effect for you. And yeah, it would be boring, but I just feel like it's only fair that we at least get some major establishment with the world in this game. Especially since we're now in the Citadel, which is pretty much like the major hub of the game. And again, we'll be ending it off here. I am Story Detailer 64, and I hope you all have a great day.